Good evening, everyone. This is student meteorologist Daniela Streety, and welcome to the Thursday night edition of FSU weather. Right now, upper 80s right now, mostly cloudy skies as we take a look over Doak and we see those beautiful clouds as the sun is going to begin to set very soon. Current temperatures right now fairly warm across the Big Bend, sitting in the mid to upper 80s. You can see 89 here in Perry, 86 in Live Oak, and those dew points, we are getting pretty muggy as the days move forward. Even got a dew point of 70 in Quincy and Live Oak. And we look at our current radar right now. We got some ground clutter right here around Tallahassee, but as you see well to our south into the Gulf, we got some showers and thunderstorms brewing and maybe even getting into St. George Island area. As you look into the next day or so, we have some passing clouds, possibly an isolated shower or thunderstorm possible going into tomorrow as well. If you look into tonight's forecast, we're going to say mid to low 70s as well. And if you're going out tonight, you're going to be mid 70s and cloudy skies. If you go into class tomorrow, it's going to be in the upper 80s with showers and thunderstorms. But as you look into this week, we're going to get a hint of fall in Tallahassee, and we're going to have another active week in the tropics and your weekend sportscast. All that and more on FSU weather.
Good evening, FSU weather, and welcome to your Thursday edition. I'm student meteorologist Priscilla Vijalta.
And I'm student meteorologist Daniela Streety. And this week, it's been very warm and muggy here in Tallahassee, and that seems to be here to stay for at least a couple more days.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a lot more water vapor moving into our area, and that's raising our temperatures, and we're feeling that humidity again after Helene's path that it took through our region.
Yeah, so this weekend we can definitely look forward to some rain, possibly even some cooler temperatures. So Priscilla, about the local, tell us more about it in the next coming moments.
Yes, so as with our local forecast, basically we're going to take a look, and we've got some warm temperatures looking into the next couple of days. And you know what? We're going to be taking a look. So over Doak Campbell Stadium right now, it's currently 88 degrees and mostly cloudy. We can see all of that cloud cover in our atmosphere right now. Nothing too stormy right now, just keeping it warm and trapping that heat. And that's what we're feeling right now. So we're not seeing any precipitation on the radar for our area, but what we are seeing is a cluster of storms scattered near the Emerald Coast, which is contributing to, potential rain out in the Gulf, but it's not affecting us quite yet. And again, that is attributed to the excess of water vapor in the atmosphere, but it's not quite over us yet, but it will be soon. We're going to see lots of cloud cover throughout the next couple of days, and not really too many rain chances until tomorrow afternoon, where we're going to see some potential for scattered showers, and we're going to see some more rain chances into next week. But right now, again, for temperatures, we're sitting pretty moderate and in agreement of roughly upper 80 temperatures. So definitely still very warm. It may be October, but again, it's a Florida October. So those are the temperatures we're dealing with right now. Dew points are a little bit lower, so we still have just a little bit of dryness, but they're rapidly increasing. We've got dew points flirting with 70, but not quite reaching over that point. So again, we're not seeing that rain quite yet, but we will in the coming days. For tonight, for our overnight temperatures, we're going to see 74 degrees here in town with some slight winds, and for the rest of our area, we're going to be seeing, again, much cooler temperatures near the lower 70s. So it's going to be nice and cool tonight, maybe a good chance to go out for a walk, enjoy these nice temperatures that we have while we have them. And tomorrow, again, hot, 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 hot. Until the afternoon, we're going to see it cool down just a little bit with some thunderstorms and scattered showers. Chances are 30%, so just keep that in mind as you're going throughout your day. Don't forget your umbrella. And again, we're seeing those rain chances in the afternoon and warming up and then cooling down right around 6 p.m. Looking into tomorrow, again, warm temperatures, and then we're going to be seeing those scattered showers. But heading into the rest of the week, again, we're seeing temperatures in the 80s, 70s, and flirting with the 60s into next week. Is that a common trend for the rest of Florida, Daniela?
Yes, Priscilla. So we're looking here across the southeast. We're seeing mostly upper to mid 70s and 80s as well, and a lot of cloud cover across the southeast. Mostly sunshine, even seeing a little bit in Panama City Beach as the sun's peeking out from the clouds. Current temperatures across Florida staying very warm, as recently said. So we even have 87 down in Key West, 86 in Tallahassee, a little bit cooler in Tampa at 77, but they do have some isolated showers and thunderstorms possible. If you're going to Miami this weekend, probably not the best weekend if you're planning to enjoy the beach and the nightlife over there. We got chances of showers and storms Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and those highs sitting in the mid to upper 80s. As we move into Tampa as well, a lot of the same story, except for Saturday. Saturday might be the only day you can go out and enjoy some of the fun outdoor activities Tampa has to give, but it will still stay pretty hot in the upper 80s, possibly even the low 90s. Orlando, your day to go to Disney Universal definitely is Saturday. That will be your target day to go out and have fun in Orlando. Rest of the days, we got those chances of rain, but it will begin to cool down on Sunday with those chances of showers and storms. Going to Jacksonville this weekend, probably not the best idea unless you're going to stay indoors. It's going to be very rainy throughout the weekend, although it will be a little cooler in the upper 70s to lower 80s. Also in Pensacola, we have the chances of showers and storms tomorrow due to some tropical moisture, but throughout the weekend, some clouds will set in and the sun will start to peek back out on Sunday for you to enjoy. Looking at our radar currently at the moment, we have a couple of scattered showers and storms maybe on the outskirts of Jacksonville, but we really have a huge lots of tropical moisture to the south of us, but not a lot of it is seeming to hit land quite yet. As we move down into South Florida, we have some moisture brewing across Lake Okeechobee and into portions of Naples and Fort Myers across the I-75 corridor. As we move into Central Florida, we see across I-275 as well some of those showers and storms coming in and going out into the Gulf. And across all of Florida, again, you can see some of that tropical moisture across the state, some showers and storms continuing to brew up this weekend as well. We go into our lows for tonight. We're going to be staying pretty muggy and mild. Even got 82 in Key West tonight and 74 in Tallahassee, mostly staying pretty warm. And those high temperatures will continue tomorrow as we move across into the upper 80s and low 90s. But again, we see those chances of showers and storms across the whole entire peninsula tomorrow as well. So not everyone will be seeing rain, but a good portion of us will see rain here and there as well. And as we move into our next segment, Priscilla, tell us about the Southeast.
So yeah, thanks, Daniela. So in the Southeast, we're seeing lots of similar conditions as here in the Big Bend and in Florida as well. Seeing lots of cloud cover, especially in Tampa, Charlotte, North Carolina as well, but clear skies in Richmond, which is very nice, 76 degrees. Gosh, I wish it was that cool down here, but can you even consider that cool? Current temps, again, we're seeing 80s and dipping into the 70s in places like New Orleans and Tampa, but again, mostly consensus is around our 80s. Lower and upper 80s, seeing even 89 in Shreveport. Current winds are very light and a little bit variable. We're seeing highest winds here in New Orleans, and that's likely associated with those thunderstorms that we're seeing in New Orleans right now. So 13 mile per hour winds, Mobile 9, Tallahassee 7, and we're seeing our higher winds again also in Memphis and Atlanta at 8 and 7. So not too windy, nothing crazy like last week. We're not going to see any 58 mile per hour wind gusts, go us. But for the Southeast Futurecast, again, we're going to see a lot of that cloud cover work its way in, and you can even see this band of clouds that's moving slightly eastward and has a little bit of scattered showers embedded within, but mostly those are just pockets of storms and nothing too crazy, so there's not a lot of energy for those big storms that we're used to, except heading into Sunday throughout the Big Bend area, dipping into lower Georgia and Jacksonville, and a bit of Tallahassee as well. So definitely something to keep in mind when you go throughout your weekend plans. Just keep in mind that there are chances for showers. Make sure to bring your umbrella and maybe move some of your events indoors if possible. Dew points are rising as we go throughout the next couple of days. We're seeing those deep green temperatures in Florida mostly, and then lightening up as you go higher into the Appalachian Mountains and that area as such. 63-degree dew point in Atlanta and Nashville. So not as muggy there, and things are drying out a bit in those areas. So again, like I said, Charlotte, we're seeing even lower lows dipping into the lower 60s, which is very nice. And they don't have as many chances for rain as well, so we're seeing lots of sunshine, a little bit of cloud coverage. However, for Nashville, again, similar story, upper 80s and dipping all the way to 58 on Monday. So keep that in mind. You might need to bring a jacket with you if you're heading to class or another job. You've got Tampa again, though. Florida is where we're seeing the majority of our rain concentrated. So we're going to be seeing those higher rain chances Sunday, Monday, and Friday, but with our lows reaching down to 73 and our highs dipping to 81. So maybe these showers will give us some relief for our hot temperatures. Again, New Orleans got rain tomorrow and sun throughout the rest of the weekend. But, you know, that's what it's looking like in the southeast. In the national, what areas should we be looking out for, Daniela?
Yes, so across the nation, we're seeing a lot of mild temperatures, and that seems to be the trend right now. We see 57 in Rush Harbor, Washington, which, I mean, for as far north as they are this time of year, that's pretty mild. And we're seeing even 76 in Detroit, Michigan right now, and 68 in Boulder, Colorado. And as we, again, move across the nation right now, most of us are seeing pretty above average temperatures across the nation. And again, here we are. The lowest temperature we see in the nation right now is 63 in Billings, and it is October. Fall is here. And it's starting to feel like fall a little more up there, but definitely probably not for them. They're expecting probably cooler temperatures at this time of year. And we even take a look at California and Arizona, like in the pinks. We have temperatures in the triple digits this time of year right now, and it is cooking in Southern California and Arizona right now. And we even see 92 in San Antonio. And again, those 80s and 90s are spread across the Midwest and the Southeast. The northern areas of the country, you're seeing a little bit of a cold front. You can even see it right here as the temperature gradient. You can see this cold front that's going across the whole region, and even a little bit across New England as well, where they're seeing a little more of those mild temperatures and drier air. And that is, of course, proven by these current dew points. We even have a dew point of 23 in Albuquerque, and even as high as 76 down in Miami. And again, these dry temperatures and very hot temperatures in these areas is bringing a lot of fire weather concerns, as we have extreme wind warnings, and we have fire hazards warnings as well, red flag warnings across the western parts of the nation. So we look into our current satellite. Again, we see those drier dew points, and you can see, again, almost no rain, maybe a scattered shower or two possible around the mountains. We have maybe a couple of showers possible across Minneapolis, but most of that rain is staying well to our south, as we have a bunch of precipitable water and tropical moisture sitting in the Gulf of Mexico. Some of those showers and storms also going into central and southern parts of the Florida peninsula. And as we look into our SPC storm outlook, we do have the possibility for showers and storms across Missouri, Iowa, and Illinois borders, and of course across the Gulf Coast and Florida peninsula. But those storms are going to stay non-severe for the next coming days. And again, outlook day 2, more of those rain chances around the same areas in the regions, but again, staying non-severe. So across the region, again, we're not expecting a lot of rain. Oh, here we go. Temperature outlook across the nation. We're seeing above average likely for the next week or so. Parts of the southeast and New England may see a little bit of a break in some of that hotter weather, maybe get that more taste of fall and those more manageable temperatures. But up north, where they're expecting cooler weather, they're actually going to still see more mild temperatures that are above average for this time of year. And going into tonight, those lows are going to stay pretty mild and a little cooler towards the north. Of course, we got 41 as a low in Billings, 39 in Bismarck, but we even got lows as high as 80 in Miami as well. Tomorrow's temperatures are going to stay pretty warm once again, mostly in the 80s and 90s, even Billings seeing 84. But as we look into the tropics going into well, I would say it's been 1 week since Hurricane Helene made landfall, which is crazy. It's been only a week.
Yes, exactly. So it's been 1 week since we did coverage here on FSU Weather. We were here into the overnight hours, and we watched Helene make landfall in the Big Bend and make its way into Georgia. And again, after that, we saw the devastation it really brought to western North Carolina and Tennessee.
Yes, so it's been pretty tragic to see all the footage throughout this week. A lot of devastation has occurred, and a lot of it, the worst of it, stayed north of us to the Carolinas, Tennessee Valley, where a lot of deaths and a lot of flooding and many people's livelihoods have disappeared, unfortunately.
Yeah, so we just want to give our best wishes to those out there battling with post-storm recovery efforts. I feel like this storm really goes to show how, hurricanes can bring effects to areas that are in the mountains and hundreds of miles away from the coast. And especially with the catastrophic landslides and flooding, it's really no joke to take hurricane safety seriously. So right now, we do have two named systems, Kirk and Leslie. They're out in the Atlantic, but we're not worried about them because they are projected to go northward, almost a little bit back towards Europe and up north. And there is also another tropical disturbance with a 30% chance of development in the Gulf, but it's very disorganized right now, so we're also not going to be too worried about that.
Yes, and even if it doesn't form, we can still have those chances of rain moving into the next week. And it's still a reminder that, yes, it's October, but we're still very much in hurricane season. We still have about over 50 days left of the season. So again, in case if we have another development form, we still need to stay and continue to be prepared.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure you have your emergency supply kit ready and your shelter locations, know your flood zone if you live near the coast, obey your evacuation orders, and keep up with regular updates from the National Hurricane Center. Definitely there's lots of information you can get online, but just make sure you're seeking out reputable, verifiable, accurate information from certified meteorologists, because those will be the people who can give you the best information.
You can also look at, if you live in Florida, Department of Emergency Management does have checklists to help you keep in track of your emergency supply kits as well. So that's also something you can look into. And also for the recovery efforts, if you want to help out, there's a bunch of donation sites you can look, especially across Leon County. There's the Red Cross, Salvation Army, and there's a lot of other organizations that are willing to help those affected in the Big Bend as well as up north in Tennessee as well.
Yeah, but that's enough for storms for now. Let's take a look at the sportscast. So right now we're looking at our sports. We've got football going hard right now. We are in the depths of football season. So first game we're going to be taking a look at is NFL Thursday night, Buccaneers versus Falcons. It's going to be a night game, so we're seeing very cool temperatures from 78, lowering all the way to 71 at midnight. And that's in Atlanta. I know it'll probably be nice for the Bucs to head up there and experience some cooler weather, and hopefully that will improve their game as we're up there. And for this weekend, FSU football, we are facing off against number 15, Clemson. I know FSU football has not been very exciting this year. Hopefully maybe we can turn it around and experience that good luck that we've had against Clemson for the last couple of years. So it's going to be a warm game here at Doak Campbell. We're seeing temperatures starting at 80 and dipping down to 75 by 11 p.m. So hopefully that will be a nice game to go to if you're heading there. Make sure to go to the AMS tailgate if you are a weather nerd. Taking another look at college football, we're seeing Missouri versus Texas A&M. It's going to be a bit of a hot game over in College Station, Texas. Temperatures nearing and increasing above 90. So definitely keep that in mind. Wear your sunscreen if you're going to that game. Heading up north to Seattle, though, if you're going to Michigan versus Washington, it's going to be pretty chilly. You'll actually probably need a jacket and maybe some pants to keep you nice and warm for those 50-degree temperatures. That's pretty crazy. NFL Sunday, we're seeing Jets versus Vikings, Minneapolis. Sunny skies, but pretty chilly. Starting out 53 degrees at 9 a.m. So if you're tailgating, definitely keep that in mind. You're going to need a jacket or two. And for Ravens versus Bengals, that's going to be in Ohio, 77 at 1 p.m. and topping out at 81 at 5 p.m. Last one, Raiders versus Broncos, 79 at 4 p.m. and 68 by 8 p.m. and that's in Denver. So again, lots of clear skies for our football games this week. So, enjoy your football, go to some tailgates, and eat some good food.
Yeah, and then as we circle back to home across campus, we're looking at, again, those clouds and sun mixture today across Lake Bradford, St. George, even got a little bit of that sunset. Look at that nice pink and orange in the background there, looking like a beautiful sunset that you can take pictures of tonight if you want to do so. Right now, beach cam currently 88, mostly sunny at the coast right now. Winds from the south at 6 miles per hour. And morning beach cast for tomorrow, we're going to stay a little cloudy, so probably not the best time to go tomorrow, and it's going to stay in between the mid to upper 70s, possibly even the low 80s. And as we go into our stargazing forecast tonight, we have an 8% waxing crescent, and viewing conditions are pretty fair tonight. We might have some clouds passing by, and our pollen levels lately have been pretty moderate except for the trees, and some of y'all have probably been sneezing this week. I definitely heard a lot of people sneezing in class this week, and that probably is the culprit, to be honest. So tomorrow's forecast, if you go into class, make sure to be prepared. Maybe bring an umbrella with you depending on how late your classes are. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible in the afternoon hours, and highs will be staying into the mid to upper 80s. If you go and plan to walk your furry friend tomorrow morning, it's going to be pretty cloudy as the sun will start to peak out around 9 a.m., but temperatures are going to be pretty comfortable, staying in the mid to upper 70s across early morning tomorrow. Airport delays, we're all good right now. We're in the clear, no delays to worry about at Tallahassee International. As we go into across the country, no delays, all good. There's not a lot of severe weather going on right now, so that's definitely some good news. And right now at the Sportsplex, we're seeing some mostly cloudy skies in the background here, maybe that sun peeking out in the background. 86 currently. Planning to go out tonight. It's going to be pretty clear in the low 70s, so there's getting a little breeze. It's be a good night to go out. And for the short-term weekday forecast, again, we're going to see those mid 80s, possibly lower 80s towards the weekend, but we also will be accompanied by some more showers and storms. And as we go into the countdown, Halloween, only 28 days away. Hopefully you guys made your spirit Halloween shopping or Plato's Closet Halloween shopping, get those costumes in store. And if you're looking for another school break, unfortunately, you still have 39 more days until that happens. But Thanksgiving, 56 more days until you can have a nice family potluck to continue on for your fall holidays. So there's a lot of fall festivities to enjoy and look forward to. And as we move on to Priscilla again.
Yep, it's me. It's
close it out home.
2 minutes over Doak. We're seeing those clouds. We've been talking about 88 degrees, and it's pretty warm outside. I really hope it's gonna, actually, I'm excited for the temperatures next week. That's definitely something to look forward to. And, maybe a little bit of rain. That is not too crazy compared to last week. But again, dry skies, great chance to maybe ride your bike to class. I know I keep reminding myself, the weather's great. I need to go ride my bike while I can, but I keep forgetting. So don't be like me. Get outside. Current temps across the region, again, pretty similar. Mid 80s, so very nice, especially if you're down at the coast. You can enjoy those warm temperatures by the water. For our almanac today, we're seeing our record at 97 for our high and 40 for the low. So we are nowhere near those. We're honestly more close to our average temperatures, just a little bit warmer. So that's just going to show the general pattern that we're seeing throughout the country today. Dew points are flirting with the 70s, as I said earlier. So it's getting moist more than it has been after our area of dry air moving its way into us, but we are going to see those dew points increase over the next couple days. So future satellite again showing those clouds moving their way eastward, but we're not going to be seeing any precipitation until tomorrow, where we're going to see those scattered showers. You could see some thunder occasionally, and some lightning, so keep that in mind as you go about your activities tomorrow. And heading into the overnight hours, it's going to be pretty nice and cool, 74 degrees, clear skies, just a little bit cloudy here and there with some slight winds. So it's going to be a nice night. Definitely enjoy your time if you're heading out to College Town this night. it's going to be very nice to go and do that. For the rest of the area, again, we're seeing temperatures mostly in the lower 70s. So again, we're heading into October. We're fully in fall now, and soon our temperatures will be reflecting that too, we hope. But for tomorrow, again, 86, we're going to see that chance for thunderstorms in the afternoon with some slight winds, but mostly warm and sticking with our normal course of weather that we've got here. So again, thunderstorms in the afternoon throughout the area, temperatures mostly in the mid-80s, and for the rest of the week ahead, we're going to be seeing those warm skies, clear skies, a little bit of rain chances Sunday, and then Friday, heading into the next couple of days, and we're going to be seeing, nice 60-degree temperatures and even 80s for our highs. So it's been a day. It's been a day here.
It's been a long week, actually. I can't believe a week ago we spent, it seemed like an endless amount of hours here in the studio covering Hurricane Helene and its landfall and the effects it was bringing to the Big Bend, South Georgia, and Carolinas and Tennessee Valley. I mean, so much has happened. There's been so much to process after that, and now, I'm very thankful here in Tallahassee that we are okay and operations are mostly back to normal for most of us here in town, but
we were spared.
Yeah,
we were
for
spared.
sure.
So just definitely make sure you still continue to take forecasts seriously. We were really 10, 20 miles away from destruction, and I don't want to be dark, but that's sometimes what it's like when you've got severe weather events like this. But hopefully we'll have some nice weather heading into next week with just some slight rain chances. So I'm excited. Do you have any plans this weekend?
Football game. Let's go Noles.
Go Noles. All right, so make sure to follow us on X at FSU Weather.
And make sure to like us on Facebook at FSU Weather.
And you can also follow us on Instagram at FSU Weather.
And also, don't forget, if you haven't already, subscribe to us on YouTube at FSU Weather.
And also, don't forget TikTok. We are on TikTok at FSU Weather. Hopefully, you'll see something from us in the coming days. But here's one last look at your week ahead.